Hello, I'm Mayor Cheryl Brothers. We're coming to you today from Orange Coast Memorial Hospital. We wanted you to be updated on what's happening in our healthcare community to keep you safe and protected and give you some updates on news in the city. So the state of California has set up a COVID-19 testing task force. They've joined together with OptumServe in a partnership to expand testing services in California. 4 sites are currently taking appointments for testing services in Orange County. They are Buena Park, Orange, Santa Ana, and San Juan Capistrano. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 to noon and 1 to 8 p.m. So call for an appointment and there's information on your screen. COVID case investigation and contact tracing is underway with public health professionals from Orange County Healthcare Agency. That group includes doctors, nurses, epidemiologists, and investigators with training in communication, diseases, and interview skills. So remember, if you're contacted by someone because you may have been exposed to someone with a positive case, please take the time to answer all their questions. It will protect you and those you are near. This is a good transition for us to talk to Emily Randall from Memorial Care. She's the Chief Operating Officer there. So Emily, thank you for joining us today. Can you share any information with Fountain Valley on what goes on day to day here?
Certainly, I'd be happy to. Orange Coast is an integral part of the community, as you know, and we're so pleased to be able to provide care to COVID patients, non-COVID patients, anybody that needs our help. So day to day, as far as non-COVID patients, we're continuing to accept all patients through our emergency room, into our different departments for care and treatment, diagnostic as well as treatment. And for our COVID patients, we have designed a system to make sure that they are cared for as safely as possible while keeping everyone else safe. So that starts when you enter the hospital at the front entrance. The staff screens everyone that enters the building, whether they're an employee, a visitor, a physician. They screen folks for their temperature and any symptoms related to the virus. So from the very beginning, we make sure that we set the right tone, and then all of our waiting rooms are designed so that there's appropriate social distancing to keep everyone as safe as possible. If someone is coming to Orange Coast because they have symptoms, respiratory symptoms that they are concerned about, if they come through through an ambulance, they're brought right back into the designated area for respiratory illness, and they're isolated right away until their workup is complete. If it's a patient that is driven here by a family member or drives themselves here, they are triaged outside of the hospital and never enter into the same area that our other patients enter, and then they're escorted into an isolation area for their workup. So in that way, with those processes, we are able to keep folks separated that we even have any concern about. And I think that that's made patients and staff feel as safe as possible. The other thing that I've been so proud of all of the Memorial Care hospitals, Orange Coast included, is the protection and training that the staff have received from the beginning of this outbreak. And we've been very fortunate at Memorial Care to have an ample amount of supplies so that our staff are well protected with following the CDC guidelines, whether they're N95 mask or goggles or face shields, isolation gowns, etc. So they don't want for anything as far as making sure that they are well protected.
So how would someone know if they are experiencing those respiratory conditions? How would they start? Do they call the hospital?
Okay.
What's the first step?
So I think if you kind of divide into severity, so if someone's having severe symptoms, shortness of breath, really a very tight feeling in their chest, so sleepy that they really are having a hard time waking up, bluish lips, any of those kind of things indicate that you've got a significant problem that's going on. You don't want to hesitate. You want to call 911 and have an ambulance bring you to Orange Coast. If whoever's calling 911, you want to be sure to tell the dispatcher that you're concerned about a respiratory illness or COVID. So that's if it's a severe symptom. If it's a milder symptom symptoms and you are able to drive yourself to the emergency room, say you're having shortness of breath, but it's not to a debilitating degree and you know you need an emergency care, you should, if you have one, you should wear a mask when you come to Orange Coast, and you'll be directed to our triage area so that you can be evaluated and placed in an isolation room or the appropriate location for diagnosis and treatment. And if it's not either of those two, really severe or slightly emergent, and you're just having some symptoms, you have some concerns that you're not feeling right, you're worried that you may have had some contact with someone that is positive for COVID, you should call your provider first and get some direction from them. There are a myriad of outpatient sites for COVID testing, and they may direct you to that after they do an over-the-phone triage, or they may want to see you in their office. But certainly we want to reserve the emergency care and the ambulances for those patients that are in true need.
Well, Emily, thank you for all that information. Do you have any final comments or thoughts for the community?
Well, as things open up again, we really want to assure folks that this is just about the safest place you can come, because we are prepared. We know the right questions to ask. We're following all the requirements and the procedures to keep everyone safe. And so there's less of a chance that you'd run into a problem here. So we really want to encourage people to seek the medical care that they need and not to delay medical care that they need. We have had a number of instances, quite unfortunate, where folks were frightened earlier on in this crisis to come for care, and their condition actually became worse. And so that's the last thing that we want. We want the community to know that we're here and we're safe and we're ready for you.
That's great. So former Mayor and Council Member Larry Crandall, you were a recent patient here.
Yes, I was.
From what I understand, and you still have the scars to prove it now. So could you tell us a little bit about how you felt when you knew you were coming in for surgery here?
I was able to get in a little early to get to the surgery, even though it was somewhat elective. It was, in my case, really very necessary. With the COVID situation as it was, we're worried. Do you worry about that? Not in one instant was I ever worried with Orange Coast. From the moment that I arrived downstairs in this building and went to admitting, they end up going through the whole process there and they check you in. And I never worried one bit about the COVID problem at all, because of the fact that I know that Orange Coast Memorial has great standards, and with their community partnerships, it's just knowing that they're here for us. It was easy to do that.
Well, good. But at least you're on the road to recovery, so that's good news.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Larry, I'm going to change the subject a little bit. We had a Memorial Day ceremony, and we did a flag raising ceremony a little bit differently this time. There was not an audience. It was done online. So we still wanted to honor our heroes who are currently serving and have served or sacrificed for this great nation. And I understand that Fountain Valley has a banner program that you've been very involved with. Can you tell us a little bit about the banner program?
Certainly. Well, as a member of the Fountain Valley Community Foundation Board, I'm also an Air Force veteran. And so this military stuff comes very close to the heart. And when they asked me if I would head up the banner program for the foundation, I said yes. We have two programs that we have in place, actually, and we used to have a cost attached to it But we've had wonderful donors who have come forward to give us the foundation money that we can take care of the cost of the banners and getting those put up and put down. The one banner program where we have that is currently open for active duty military folks is when we have individual banners with their photograph and they're hung on individual poles throughout the city. We try and get those put in an area where the family wants them as close as possible, but we do have a limited number of those, so we try to do our best. The other program is any resident who is a veteran. We have a program over by Veterans Park where we have banners on the poles near there, and it lists all of the veterans, their name and their rank of their branch of service, and we have 10 names per banner. Right now we have probably 12 banners up, and we have a waiting list of folks I'm waiting to get COVID gone so we can have those printed and mounted again. So that's a very nice program because it gives our senior veterans an opportunity to have their name here in town as well. The Fountain Valley Community Foundation, fountainvalleycommunity.org, go there and follow the links, and you can actually fill out the form right there. I get notified of it, other folks do, and we go through the process and get it taken care of. On the individual banners, we get photographs, we get you to approve it, and then if all goes well, it's up within a month or two.
Well, what a wonderful way to recognize those people who are serving and have served our nation. And thank you for being part of that program. And on the City Council's behalf, we want to thank the Foundation for implementing that program and in some cases funding it.
We have a very active community foundation board, and they're very enthusiastic about all the programs we do. This just happens to be one of them.
Yes. So thank you for coming with and talking with us today.
Thank you, Sharon.
All right. Stonecrest and Plavin Parks are open again. Last week, the city completed the playground surface replacement and maintenance. We hope you'll enjoy those upgrades and enjoy those parks. Have you seen or heard about the Fountain Valley Restaurant Association CARES initiative? That's something new. Fountain Valley created the Fountain Valley Restaurant Association CARES initiative to support and congratulate our graduating high school class of 2020. Cash donations through GoFundMe will be used to buy gift cards to local restaurants who supported our community and fire department in 2019. So check out the GoFundMe page and donate as generously as you can. We want to recognize all of our graduating seniors from all of our high schools in Fountain Valley. So help us support this effort and show our graduating class that everyone is thinking of them in this very unusual time. Visit the GoFundMe website, and that information will be on your screen. And help Fountain Valley, which is a nice place to live, do business and play. So till next time, remember, wash your hands, wear your face coverings, and have it cover your nose and your mouth, and keep your distance of 6 feet. Stay at home when you can. Be well. Be careful, be safe. Till next time.